Hello, today's topic is History of Sign Language Part 3. In 1867, the Clark School for the Deaf was founded in Northampton, Massachusetts in USA. It focuses only on oralism education. Oralism is the education of deaf students to oral language by using lip reading, speech, and mimicking the mouth shapes and breathing patterns of speech. Sign language was not allowed in oralism education. Hearing aid did not exist at that time. Parents of deaf children prefer oralism education, and oralism was popular in America. Most parents were not interested in deaf schools which taught in sign language. Do you know who invented telephone? You can see the picture on the screen. The inventor's name is Alexander Graham Bell. His sign name is AGB. You may be surprised that his wife was deaf. Her name is Mabel Gardiner Hubbard. She became deaf at the age of 5 years. His wife's father founded a deaf school named Clark School for the Deaf. This school focuses on oralism education. Alexander Bell was living in Canada and later moved to the USA. He was hired as a teacher in Clark School for the Deaf. He taught deaf students through speech and lip reading for 50 years. He never used sign language in deaf education. In this school, Alexander Bell met one of his students and fell in love with her. They both were married. His wife was taught only speech and lip reading in her school, and she also used the same in her home. But she knew British Sign Language well and used sign language to communicate with her friends. She also communicated with her children in sign language. But her husband Alexander Bell refused to talk in sign language. He was very strict. Alexander Bell wanted all deaf schools to use oralism education and stop sign language. He wanted the government should pass a law to ban the use of sign language. Deaf communities were angry with Alexander Bell. They protested. He was the enemy of deaf signers. Alexander Bell's mother was also deaf. She became deaf at the age of 12 years. She used only oralism and did not use sign language. One day, when Alexander Bell was a young boy, he spoke close to his mother's forehead. His mother could feel the vibrations of his voice. This led to the study of sounds acoustic. His study on acoustic led to the invention of microphone. And later invention of electrical speech machine, which was used in telephone. Alexander was the first person who invented telephone, and this led to the evolution of telephone. Now everyone uses mobile phones. Nowadays, people get benefited due to the use of the telephone, and also deaf people benefits from the use of mobile phones. This is due to Alexander Bell's mother's deafness. In 1876, an American scientist invented hearing aid, which was similar to Alexander Bell's telephone. The scientist studied the telephone. With the development of hearing aid, auditory training to identify sounds was added to oralism education. In deaf schools, deaf students can learn how to interpret these sounds to better understand speech with therapy and practice. Due to COVID-19, everyone wears masks. Some deaf people who use only lip reading for communication find it very difficult to read lip reading due to masks. This is the third part of the history of sign language. In order not to make this video too long, I will publish another video, part 4, on the history of sign language very soon. If you like this topic, please subscribe to my channel to get more interesting videos next time. Thank you.